Golfers, do you suffer from constantly buying new golf gloves?
All the time.
Does your golf glove get sweaty, crusty, or torn?
Over and over again.
Well, the innovative new Claw glove might be for you. The Claw will outlast, play cooler, and grip better than traditional leather gloves.
Side effects may include more greens hit, frequent visits from the cart girl, unexpected confidence, big payouts from your buddies, and in some cases, shooting your lowest round.
Golfers, it's time to expect more from your golf glove.
Don't use Claw Glove if you have a history of excuses for poor play and need to blame something besides your skill set.
God, you suck.
If you experience sudden lowering of scores, call your head golf pro and cancel that lesson.
I have the power to lower my score with Claw Glove.
Go to clawglove.com and see if Claw Glove is right for you. Cut! It's a wrap.
Look what I just ordered. This trip is going to be great.
Bring enjoyment back to your game with golfknickers.com. Traditional golf knickers in bold colors and plaids, all with same-day shipping. Over 100 different socks and matching sweaters. Perfect for corporate outings, weddings, and special events.
Thanks, golfknickers.com, for making our tournament such a success.
Make your experience memorable.
Best time ever.
Call today for a free catalog.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk and BGT-TV. I am Big John Quick. He is the man himself, the one, the only, the original, the Golffather, Bill Cuevas. Be sure to subscribe with us and follow us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube TV. And you can follow us at Big's Golf Talk at all those social media connections. Bill, the Golffather Cuevas, as we make the turn, as we tee it up on number 10, I bet well, maybe, could use some golf equipment. You know, you're probably one of those guys that like to surf the web and trying to find the next best deal and everything else.
The next best thing.
The next best thing. Absolutely.
That's it, bro.
The next best thing, the next best deal. Yep. And how about if I told you, Bill, the Golffather Cuevas, that you don't have to go online. No. You could do it right from your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you are, you can actually find what you're looking for on your cell phone in a one-stop shop place. What if I told you there's a place like that?
I probably wouldn't believe you.
Well, there is, Bill, the Golffather Cuevas.
There is? Okay.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give you a mulligan.
You're going to give me a mulligan?
I'm going to give you a mulligan on this.
You mean a mully?
Yeah, a mully. Yeah.
A mully. Okay, you're going to give me a mully. Not a mulligan.
A mully. As a matter of fact, not only am I going to give you a mully, but I'm going to tell you where to go. Everyone can have a mully.
Okay, tell me where to go.
We're going to go to mulliegolf.com and get all the information and download the app. And it's one, I'll tell you, we did it during the commercial break. We were able to register and ready to go. And I found myself a pair of Adidas shoes on there to wear every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just not golf equipment I'm looking for. But man, yeah. you can find clothing, you can find shoes.
Indie golf. We found some indie golf stuff on there.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rob Lang's gonna be happy that his stuff is being recycled through Mullie Golf. It's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's actually welcome the guys that start up Mullie Golf. And I don't even know if I should bring them on the air because during the commercial break, we got the chance to talk with Steve-O from Mullie Golf. And he was telling us how they had the opportunity. Obviously, the Masters are coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit about Phil Mickelson not being a part of the Masters. But these two guys got to golf at Augusta National, Bill the Golffather Cuevas. Now, how long have we had this show on the air?
I don't.
17 years.
My heart hurts. They hurt.
My heart hurts.
I feel the pain, and we're wearing like green anyway today.
I know we are,
and we're matching, and we're not even together.
There wasn't even no office memo about what.
That's what I'm saying. I think you have a camera somewhere that's recording.
I think you're trying to figure out what I'm trying to wear, and then you match me. That's
always.
That's how I think that's going. Hey, let's get these guys on. Let's talk a little bit about Mullie Golf, and this is a one-stop shop on your cell phone. And you could order everything, have it shipped to your house. And maybe you're on vacation for 6 weeks. Have it shipped where you're on vacation, whatever the case might be. But let me bring in Steve-O right now. Steve from Mullie Golf. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage. Yo, Mikey Z.
Mikey Z in the house. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Where's the pole, Big? Where's the pole?
Oh my God!
Come on!
Oh,
man.
Man, I don't even know what time it is there, guys. But here it's early, but I want to wake up that way all the time. So thank you for
energy,
having me.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
You got to bring it out of the gate. If you don't come out of the gate, if you don't start the day with air horns, do you even start the day? Like, do you even start the day?
Absolutely not.
That's gonna be your new wake up. For you got to add that to your alarm
forever.
That's
forever,
bro.
So,
yo, dude, let me tell you something. You go to the bathroom, got to have the horn. When you open up the door, I'm back.
So I have a funny story really quick on the air horn. Steve and I have a buddy. We had an annual buddy golf trip, and every single year he would actually have the air horn on his phone, the little app, and that's how he'd wake everybody up. But then he got so addicted to it, it would be like on the bus rides home, after the round, mid round. It was like, so now I'm having like trauma flashbacks with like this air horn all the time.
I brought that air horn home and used that with my wife to wake her up. She looked at me, she goes, "Do it again, we're getting a divorce." I was like, deleted it right there on the spot on my phone.
So Steve-O, she skipped the butt whipping straight to the divorce court.
Straight to the divorce.
You got a good wife. Keep her, bro.
She was skipping everything. She's like, I'm going to skip. I'm going to kick your ass. You play that thing one more time.
Nope,
nothing.
You play that thing, we're done.
Nope. Yeah. She's half Eastern European, and man, the fierceness comes out in her.
Woo.
Yeah.
You jumped everything, man. I don't know. So
before we get to the nuts and crannies about Mullie Golf, I talked a little bit about how you guys had, and something that everyday golfers don't get a chance to do, but you guys got a chance to play Augusta National. I need to know what was the secret, because whoa,
Mikey, that ain't right. I know our listeners don't get to see that, but they will see it next week. But
oh God,
hear it on Saturday morning. But they will see this that you did.
He just got finished putting up his two fingers.
He gave us the finger twice. Wow.
Look, I can't. All I will say is that I'm extremely, extremely blessed and fortunate. I won like the best friend lottery. I'll say just the best friend lottery. But I'll tell you the story. I mean, if you guys want to hear it later, I will say that. So you guys, I mean, are you familiar with like AYSO soccer, Little League baseball, all that stuff?
Yeah.
So I mean, I grew up in Encino, California, and it's in Los Angeles, a suburb of LA. And a buddy of mine, we played AYSO soccer together. We played, all-star baseball and all that growing up. We were like, 10, 11, 12. We just became best friends. We were like almost like cul-de-sac neighbors, like in the same kind of neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, he went to a competing high school that I went to, and we were always competing in sports then. And in high school golf, we competed against each other. And we just played golf. And like, obviously we're growing up together and we're literally best friends. And fast forward, he, actually introduced him to his fiance, now wife, mother of his kids. And for the wedding, for the bachelor party, he goes, "Hey, do you want to help me throw out? You're one of my best men," him and his brothers. And he goes, "Hey, we're gonna go golf in and around Savannah, Georgia, maybe go to like Hilton Head, South Carolina." He goes, "Hey, by the way, for like the last part of it, like the last few days, why don't you just don't book your return flight home?" I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, just trust me. Just don't go home. I'm like, I gotta go home. I gotta work. I gotta do things. Like, no, just trust me. And then lo and behold, he had an exclusive invitation for him and like 7 of us, like guests, to play Augusta National, stay on site like in one of the cabins. And I'll tell you, gentlemen, it far exceeded any expectation, any hope I would ever had. And that whole experience is a story in itself. You're basically staying on sacred ground. It's a museum inside and out. And then, Steve is obviously, so I don't know if you guys know, Steve is he's my cousin, his family member, and one of my best friends and my business partner. And he also knows our buddy who's connected into this world. And Steve got to join and go. Steve only got 1 round. I was able to get 2 out of it. I don't know how I did that. Just being the best friend card.
Best friend status for sure.
Yeah. But I'll save the real kicker for the listeners on how special that place is for both of us. I'll save that for maybe a little bit later, or Steve can drop that one.
Okay. All right, so give us the origin. I thought that was where Mullie Golf was born. Where was it born? Come on, drop it. Keep it going. Go ahead, Steve-O. It's on you.
Yeah, Steve, jump in, man. You go.
Yeah, I mean, beyond just it being a wildly special place and the history, and it's a living museum. It is pretty incredible. Really special for Mike and I. Mike and I have always we've worked on businesses together in the past. This is not our first foray together, and we're both obviously golf nuts. That's really where we grew up on opposite coasts. I'm in the DC area, and we bonded around golf, and so we're having this like life-changing experience. Mike has always been obsessed with flipping stuff. He buys clubs, flips them, gets clubs from somebody, flips them, like just constantly moving and shaking. Mm-hmm. And he comes to me, he's like, "Yo, I had this like Scotty Cameron Circle T putter. I've used it for a couple of years." He was lights out putting with that thing. I have no idea why he sold it. He can't putt now to save his life. But with this, I mean, it didn't matter. He could roll him in with his eyes closed. He's like, "I just sold it for a couple grand, and it was up for 10 minutes. And eBay took 10%. They took $400, whatever it was, $500 out of his pocket for 10 minutes worth of work." He's like, can I curse on this show?
Not really.
You can say BS or
this BS. This is BS.
This is a family show, Steve. This is for families.
All right.
Yeah, only if you have a family.
Yeah.
I don't have
I do, and
I can barely take care of myself. It's okay.
Well, hey, that's a family taking care of yourself. It's a good thing. I'll be
like,
your friend, bro. I'm gonna call it out right now. I'm
the golf father. I need the golf father in my life.
Hey, forget about it. I got your back.
Forget about it.
So he comes to me and he's like, "There's got to be a better way." My background's in software. I was like, "Yeah, man, let's build it." I think we were standing. It was one of the cabins. Maybe it was the Eisenhower cabin. We're standing out front having a cocktail, overlooking these beautiful grounds, and it's like, let's just do it. There's nothing like this for golf. Why isn't there? And so that's the seed. That's when it was planted, and that's when Mullie was born. Augusta National.
And boys, typically, let's be honest, we all have amazing ideas after like the 3rd, 17th cocktail, like whatever, whatever, and like very rarely, good or bad, like all. But you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have ideas like, oh my god, wake up, you're like, what was I thinking? Like what idea was that? We actually woke up like. Like Step Brothers. Like, did we become best friends? Yep. We was like, dude, did we have the best idea ever? Yep. And that's exactly how it happened. I was like, yeah. So woke up that morning. I got to play Augusta again. Steve, don't want to talk about that. And we hit the ground running. And literally, when I say hit the ground running, we knew we were onto something. We knew. I mean, thank you for the warm introduction and thank you for having us. Because right now, when Mullie took us about. And Steve, we both can talk about the upbringing of this, but it's really 2 years to bring to fruition, like to bring it to the market. Yeah, because we knew the technology had to be right. We knew we just couldn't replicate eBay. We couldn't replicate the forum style. We had to really create something unique and really different for the golfing audience. And I think honestly, boys, like the timing of it all is really serendipitous with other marketplaces for other industries, like men's streetwear. There's one called Grailed. For female fashion, in all fashion, there's one called Poshmark, and there's one called Depop. Like the fashion world is really quick to
Macari.
Macari's that's a massive one, but they were quick to adopt what we call social commerce. It's more than just a transactional platform. Like you're able to establish like friends and a community within this environment. And when Steve and I talked, it was like this is perfect for golf because golf is it's all a community activity. It's built around your relationships. So I mean, I'm telling you guys, like the wheel just when they turned, they cranked quickly, and we knew we had to iterate and build, and it took a little bit of time to find the right tech partners and the teams and the designs. But like I said, 2 years later, we have what, and as unbiased as I could be, which is impossible, one of the best pieces of technology I think is out there. In terms of connectivity, in terms of uploading a product, buying a product, transacting, exiting, like the whole from start to finish. I think we have something really special for the golf community. This was built for the golf community. This is not built for and moreover, this is built. I'll go out on the limb and say this is for the whole golf community, but really we're creating just a new space for people that want to transact differently, like that don't know how to go to a golf shop, that may be intimidated to go into a brick and mortar store, that don't even know how to browse, carlsgolfland.com. I hate to give them a shout. Sorry, guys. If you want to upload some stuff, you can. But like we really wanted to create a new space, just a new space for people that want to do it differently. I'll get off the soapbox for a sec, turn to Steve. What did I forget, Cuz?
What do you forget, Coach?
I mean, I like Mike said, beyond being serendipitous and seeing these other markets come up, I think that COVID and the whole pandemic, which changed golf. I mean, absolutely changed the enthusiasm around golf. It's created like this mix of golf is becoming pop culture, and so we feel like our timing and how in the way we're doing this is exactly what our generation needs. I can see in Big John's glasses as we're talking, he's scrolling through the marketplace right now. So I'm glad you like the technology, Big John.
I do.
I'll throw you a discount code or something.
But honestly, that was Biggs. Discount code for you, bro.
There you go. Opening up golf and the way it's opened up into pop culture is another reason why we've been off to such a fast start. The younger kids, women, minorities, just huge new audiences that have come to our platform, and I think folks are discovering stuff you wouldn't normally see on all these other golf sites. We have retailers that are, micro retailers who are making really, really cool stuff, who just don't have the budget to stand up a site and do a huge marketing push. So they get onto our platform with 10,000 people on it, after 3 months and say, hey, I can sell exclusively here. I can shut down my Shopify account. I can shut down, these other channels that I've been trying to use because I'm getting such good traction here. So it's a great way to unite sellers and buyers. It's not just retailers. In fact, I think we only have 1 or 2 major retailers on there right now. It's mostly peer-to-peer. And these really small golf businesses that are selling their unique product to enthusiastic golfers. It's really neat.
I'll go a step further, and we forgot one major thing, guys. I mean, like the reason that we really wanted to do this was to give the power to the golfing community and take it out of eBay's hands. And I'll use eBay as our main examples, because when I sold a bunch of clubs, it wasn't just putters. It was a bunch of stuff, because I'm constantly flipping stuff. Let's call it in a month I was transacting maybe $8,000 of revenue, like trying to use. And eBay's taking $800. Now it's 12.5%, right? Mm-hmm. We were like, this is like, I get it if you're a corporation doing this day to day, week to week, month to month. But if you're like a Joe Schmo like me, just trying to buy and sell some clubs, like, why are you taking that much money? And just it blew my mind, our minds. So like when we committed to when we did it, when we started to do this, and now when we're doing it, it is 0% transactional commission fees for the day to day user. Are there going to be maybe tiers to this if you're an enterprise? Yes, later on we grow this whole community. Yeah. But right now, if you're a daily user and transactor, it is 0% commission fees. We're not taking anything out of your pocket. We just want to use this and give the power to the golfer.
Hey, Biggs, you got some stuff in that garage of yours, don't you?
I do. I'm gonna put it up there.
You can make some money and then buy them shoes.
What I might do is I might autograph some of that stuff and put it up there, and
there you go.
Then it's going to lose all the value. No, Don, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, perfect. There we go. You got the zinger.
So talk about the process. We have a few minutes here. Talk about the process. How much time would it take, just the average user, take something from the moment they take a picture of it to post it on your platform? Steve?
He's pointing to me. Yeah, I guess he's pointing to me. Less than 1 minute.
Really?
Less than 1 minute. Yep.
And they can do that from the app as well.
You can exclusively from the app. Yep. Point, click, couple of drop downs, what brand, a couple of details, a quick description. It's up and live.
Wow. How about that, Bill?
I'm surfing, bro. Surfing, man.
I thought you guys were gonna have harder questions than that. Like, what is it like to work with your cousin? What is it like when you combine family? Like, I was like, that was an easy one. That was a soft toss. I was ready. I was ready to go. I was ready to get after this.
No, I mean, because we've been working together for the last 10 years, so we know hardship.
Mikey, what happens when somebody actually now on the buyer side, they find something, they now purchase this item. You then have to send a notification to the person that posted that, just something similar to eBay. And is there a certain amount of time period that Mullie Golf has in their agreement that they have to get this shipped out to the buyer?
I don't think it's not in our terms of service, and no, we don't have that. But I will say, I'll go back a second. The policy, or like how we do this from notification alerts and all that standpoint, it is very similar one-to-one to eBay. The notifications you get, the push notifications you get to your phone, the email alerts you get, obviously an email. So you never miss a beat on the buying or selling side. You're always notified of an action item, of what's happening, an update. So no one's ever left in the dark. And then there's a lot of visibility on the platform, hence the community side of this, the social commerce side. So the messaging capability, I don't know if you guys ever messaged on eBay, but it's nearly impossible. You have to select why are you messaging this guy? It's almost like a customer support thing. It's like, we live in the 21st century, guys, where we text now. Come on, let's be honest. So the texting, the messaging back and forth is mirrored to like iMessage, if you will. So it's very, very user friendly, straightforward. And then I really think the world we live in now with Amazon and what they've spoiled us with the 2 days and the Prime and all that. I really do think that the sellers, and I'm speaking a blanket statement here. This is not fact, but I feel as if that we're almost inclined to ship quicker because of the community aspect of it. Right? Nobody wants to have a negative review, which there are reviews in the app, and we all want to keep. We're usually, if I buy something from someone, I'm following their page. I create that relationship, that connection with them. So we want to maintain face, right? So you want to get it out quickly, get it to them, make sure there's no problems. And in fact, I was actually a customer in Mullie. I'm a customer in Mullie, and I bought something, and the seller got it. I saw the alert came in that I bought it. The alert came in that he shipped it. Well, literally within 24 hours, 48 hours.
Nice.
And it was so spot on, the seamlessness of the communication and notifications. And guess what? No joke. USPS lost it. The track, when it says arrived, but it never arrived. Right?
That doesn't surprise me.
And that the whole shipping thing of this, I don't want to get into right now because that's probably another podcast episode next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Right.
Yeah. Next time. I'm telling you, because the seller and because the communication was so streamlined and so easy, I was like, forget about it, man. I'll take it up with USPS, file the claim with them. They reimburse me. We're all good. But because I will say that the transparency I think that we have in the experience, it almost makes for a better connection. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Steve, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, go ahead.
20 minutes flies by so quickly. So I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds. All right. You want a tough question? Here's a tough question. Why Mullie Golf?
That's another softball, but okay. Steve, you go ahead.
I like how you say it's a softball and then kick it over to me. Honestly, the community. It's really just about the community. You can build your golf community on our website on top of all of the commerce. So I can follow you. I can follow Mike. I can follow any other seller who's.
You can follow me. Follow me.
We can follow the Golf Father, baby. Big Bill.
Follow me. We are 10,001 and 10,002, folks.
There you go. And
we flipped it over.
The pricing, the logistics, the golf-focused audience, the unique product. I could give you 60 reasons as to why Mullie Golf, but the traction we've seen so far is vindication for all the hard work we put in, and really what we believe is something special. I mean, this is going to be great for golf. You're going to build communities on this site on top of all the transacting, and it's going to be wild. And in the next 6 months, you're going to see some really cool stuff.
Well, you have us on. It's wild.
Steve and Mikey, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk. We certainly wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. You certainly have 2 new customers and probably a seller on here on Mullie Golf. So thank you so much for being a part of Big's Golf Talk. We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, boys. Thanks for the opportunity.
We'll have you back. We want more stories, but none of this Augusta stuff.
You didn't even ask what we shot.
I'm not going to ask you what you shot. No, I don't care.
We'll be right back right after this.